And welcome back in. This is a big time. So the Inner Circle just made their trek. They're up on stage right now. And this trek is a tradition that dates back. And so everything happens in a certain order. This is all important to waking up Phil and finding out his prognostication. This is Tom's first year as president. Yeah. Yes. Because it hasn't been a bad winter. And so I think anyone in Pennsylvania, some of them might like a little bit more snow. They haven't had much this year.
We've been talking all the way down the line. It was truly something.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Yeah. We're good with it, right? Yeah. Anyone shoveling snow in the West is like, we're done. We're done with winter. So, this is all part of the tradition up here to get the Inner Circle up here. They all have weather-related names. I know you met some of them. And it's a tradition that has dated back, since the beginning.
Yeah.
It really became popular in the 50s, though.
I love the names. I've always thought about what I would name myself.
Yeah.
Have you thought about what you would name yourself?
Something Dew Point.
Oh,
Something
that's
Dew Point.
good. That's good. I was like Chief Flake.
Yeah. Well, back in the 50s, the president of the Groundhog Club fell in love with a sports reporter from Pittsburgh, and the rest is history. And that's kind of how it, got as big as it is.
So it seems like they're going to be knocking on Phil's door right now.
Yeah.
Let's listen in.
Phil. We're winging it.
Six more weeks. Here we go.
Phil's in it. That boy?
There you go, Dylan.
Who said he'd save my life? There he is. There he is. Punxsutawney Phil, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. President, we have a scroll.
We have a scroll.
Hear ye, hear ye. Now on this February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn on Gobbler's Knob. Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in Groundhogese, directed this, President Dunkel, to the proper scroll, which reads, I see the morning has brought the finest people. I see their bravery and spirit. The time has come, I can feel it, the excitement, I can hear it. I see the folks with gray in their hair and I see the kids all young and scrawny. Their eyes and cheeks aglow from the cold, clean air of sweet Punxsutawney. I see that everyone knows their part, and I am merely the sage. But above all else, I see a shadow on my stage. And so, no matter how you measure, it's 6 more weeks of winter weather. Does it look great to you, Phil?
Well, thank you very much. That concludes our ceremony. If you would like, you can come up on the left side of the stage and come across and get your picture taken with Punxsy Phil. We'll do that for as long as we can. Oh, okay. I also want to say, enjoy downtown Punxsutawney. There's a lot of activities in the park. A lot of places to eat breakfast. A lot of places to...
I love breakfast right now. Man, what do you guys think? 6 more weeks.
Not surprised.
Yeah, not surprised. So that's now
Not
108 times that they predicted 6 more weeks versus 20, right, ladies?
Yes.
108 versus 20, right?
Clear.
Now,
Jen,
Jen,
it's like 87%.
Jen, it's not about what you see, it's about what Phil sees.
There's not really a cloud in the
That's
sky.
true. But it is clear, so it's spot on. I mean, it's a crisp, cool, cold morning here. It's 14 degrees.
Yeah, that was super fun. I mean, the crowd was, some of people were really excited.
I didn't hear any boos. A lot of times you hear some boos when there's 6 more weeks, which is most of the time. But no, I think this crowd is sort of embracing it.
I think people here have said it's been very easy thus far, and they kind of feel it's coming. They're like, I think Phil is going to tell us what we know. Winter is going to make an inevitable return. But there were a couple people that were like, no. But, you know, I said last night that people here support Phil the way they do their sports team. Even though they don't necessarily like what he has to say, they're going to go with it.
Yes.
And they support him.
Yes, yes. And they may have looked at the forecast.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow it's going to be in the single digits. So the cold is coming regardless of what Phil is about to say.
I said, regardless of whether it's 6 more weeks, you definitely have 1 more day of winter coming tomorrow.
Yes.
And thank goodness that's not today, though, because the fire pit was packed. Can you even imagine?
The fire pit was
tomorrow?
packed. We had big flames on stage here, actually, and that I could feel the heat, and it felt good. It's cold out here this morning. You got people all bundled up. I mean, we've been doing the hat changes. I see people with multiple hats on because it's that cold.
Well, yeah, I should have put all my hats on at the same time. Honestly, I should leave the Groundhog under my very fancy prognostication hat.
So what happens now is pictures with Phil. Pictures with Phil. So the crowd will line up. There's Phil right there. They're working on doing some of these pictures already. I mean, it's amazing how Phil actually embraces the moment.
Yeah.
He was doing pictures yesterday, and he just sort of gazes out, you know, looking at the scene. Yeah.
Oh, he knows the crowd is here to see him, and they're taking pictures. People are here to, I mean, look at, again, I feel like I'm at a concert. The signs that say Phil.
There's signs.
And the shirts, we love Phil.
Everything is lit. Everyone's got like lights on their signs and their hats this year, which is exciting.
Everyone is, I mean, it's like a Lady Gaga concert here, but everybody's here for Phil.
Yes, everyone is here for Phil. Everyone is here just to come together, though, and that's the beauty of this. And that's actually sort of a background when it comes to, look, there's Phil himself on the Weather
Phil,
Channel.
how did you feel about your prediction? We can't talk to you, but he's
pretty tight-lipped, I think, on it.
I was going to say he looks pretty proud.
Yeah.
His nose looks a little runny like mine because of this cold weather this morning. Yeah, this is fantastic. Well, how'd he do? Waking up pretty good?
I think he was afraid of that shadow. I think he knew a shadow was coming, and that's why he was afraid to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was nestled right in there.
He seemed nestled.
He was happy to stay in the burrow.
He knew it too.
Yeah.
Look at those teeth.
Breakfast.
Well, probably there's a little bit of, I have some kale for him, a banana, some cauliflower.
Oh.
So, yeah.
He eats a lot like Stephanie Abrams.
Yeah, he's on a pretty healthy diet.
Yes, awesome. All right, well, thank you.
He deserves it,
Thank
right?
you. AJ, thank you.
Thank you so much. Happy
AJ,
Groundhog Day.
happy Groundhog Day.
Good job, Phil.
Phil crushed it.
AJ is his handler. And his nickname, though, is the Rainmaker. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Jen and Alex, I have a question. First of all, you know how they say people look like their pets? I got to say, the guy holding them on the inner circle actually looks a little bit like Phil.
They've got the same color in their beards and their fur?
Yeah, the same kind of color in the beard and everything. But, you know, when you take a picture with Phil, guys, and Jim was kind of talking about this, too, you can't hold Phil.
Right.
I mean, after the
No.
January
Only he holds Phil. And, you know, he's got good gloves on.
No, they've specifically said, don't try to pet Phil, don't try to hold Phil. He's the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
but
if you
he
try
takes
to
a
wake
lot of
Jim
pictures.
up after a nap, same thing.
That's a good point.
Don't get too close to Jim after a
That's
long
a very
nap.
good point. You know, my grandparents used to go like this to me, and I always hated that. So I get it, Phil. I get it. Trust me.
Yeah.
So for
But,
people
you know,
who've
this
never
is one
been
of the
there,
things that
guys, what's the process
Yeah.
now for people who have never experienced? We saw they would take some pictures. What happens now during the day?
Well, so you know everyone takes the bus here. So we're about 2 miles from town, and it's uphill literally both ways to get here. So you park in the downtown parking lots. There's school buses. Kids are off school today for Groundhog Day because they need the buses.
Right.
And they take the bus here, they take the bus back. So people will hang around here for a little bit longer, take their picture on the up here on at the knob.
square's really cute. They had live music yesterday. They've got the shops. I think those are still up today. So they said go downtown, frequent these businesses, and get some good breakfast.
Yes. So they'll be back downtown, and we'll probably head down there a little bit later too.
Yeah.
Guys, back to you.
Yeah, hey, Jen, I have one more question for you and Alex. You can both answer this. Was this one of the bigger crowds? How big was the crowd compared to other years?
We were trying to guess a couple thousand.
Yeah, I'm a first timer. They went all the way back. I would have guessed probably like 4,000 to 5,000.
That's what we were guessing, 4,000 to 5,000. I mean, it was packed,
And
and
for a
especially
cold
for a
morning on
Thursday, because you guys know a weekend or an adjacent weekend day are big, and they've been as big as 20,000 here.
Yeah,
which is crazy
absolutely
for a town
amazing.
of 5,000 people, right? It explodes for Groundhog Day.
Yes, it does, as it should. Ladies, great job out there. Glad you had a good time. Unfortunately, 6 more weeks of winter, but we kind of knew that was coming, right? All right, let's get into the winter that we're having this morning as Jen and Alex kind of get to revel, certainly, in a Groundhog Day celebration, another successful one in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. We're watching this upper-level low work its way to the east, and as it does, it's still cranking out the precip, unfortunately, right under that kind of enhanced area that you see on the water vapor. At the same time that's happening, there's a new Arctic air mass, which is getting ready to move over Punxsutawney and much of New England for that matter. The good news is not only are we seeing now the back edge of the precip starting to wind down, but temperatures are also around 32 degrees in a lot of these areas. Extreme northeast Texas, this is one of the worst problems. Little Rock, Memphis. So we still have some trouble spots for you out there this morning. But really, 2-3 hours from now, a lot of this is going to go away, and it's going to go away quickly. So hang in there, guys. Here are a couple of reports that we had for you this morning. These are actually a couple of hours old, all the way up toward the Red River. Again, as we mentioned, this area along I-40, Nashville, west toward Memphis, it's about 31 degrees right in through here. So give it a couple hours. The temperatures will come up 32, 33 degrees, even some thunderstorms this morning in the Piney Woods. So this is actually a great graphic. I love this model because it shows you the pink, the freezing rain, going away by the time we get to the lunchtime hour. So we warm up and we start the long melting process and hopefully get some of these power outages in Texas, which are over 250,000, back online and through here. Austin, one of the hardest hit cities from this ice storm.